Many people are picking up and now it's so readily available. Like Costco have their own brand. It's literally growing everywhere. Women are having beards and mustaches. Doesn't address nutritional deficiencies, it doesn't address inflammation, and it doesn't address hormonal imbalances. Essentially, it's a lifetime commitment. The moment you stop, all of that hair that you have been enjoying is literally gonna disappear. It doesn't stay loyal. So today we're doing a deep dive into minoxidil, but first, I want to ask you a question. Can you honestly say that if you've been struggling with hair loss, with seeing hair growth, maintaining hair health, that you have done all that you could possibly do? You've done the right things. You have sought wise counsel, right? You have listened to the advice that you've been given. You've stopped the things you've been told to stop, and you've implemented the things you've been told to implement, right? Can you say that you have done your own research based on the advice you received? You have dug deeper so that you can truly, once and for all, resolve your hair issues? Can you say that you have been not just a hearer, but a doer, and that you have implemented and actioned the knowledge that you have received, and you have an understanding which you are now following through consistently, right? And if the answer isn't yes, then don't worry, because this video is going to help you turn that around. But I'm asking this question because many people are picking up minoxidil and now it's so readily available. Like Costco have their own brand of minoxidil, like Kirkland branded minoxidil. And people are picking this up and using it, and the most is happening, right? Yes, their hair is growing, but it's literally growing everywhere. Like one of the side effects of minoxidil is that you can actually grow hair on your hands, right? Everywhere. Like people are having eyebrows that join to their hairline that didn't have any edges once. Women are having beards and mustaches. And it's really, really important that before you decide to take that step and before you decide to use this product, that you truly understand how it works, right? But more than that, you actually understand why you are losing your hair or why your hair is not growing before you then embark on taking a drug like minoxidil, okay? Because essentially minoxidil is a lifetime commitment. Minoxidil is a plaster, if you would, for a potential wound that actually needs stitches. And if that is the case, then it's not necessarily the best solution for you, for your hair, and for achieving phenomenal hair. Minoxidil doesn't address nutritional deficiencies, it doesn't address inflammation, and it doesn't address hormonal imbalances. And so if you don't want to be dependent on something that actually has quite serious side effects and consequences, then it's really important that you watch this video to the end, because the information that you receive will help you to make an informed decision. But not only that, it will help you to take the right action steps in order to truly achieve the hair that you have always desired. And so, what exactly is minoxidil? So minoxidil is a drug, and it can be applied topically or it can be consumed. And what minoxidil does is it increases blood flow to the scalp. And how does it do this? It does this by widening the blood vessels. And because you now have this increased blood flow to the scalp, your hair follicles are now receiving the nutrients that it requires in order for your hair to grow. And so what this is called is vasodilation, the widening of the blood vessels. And it's quite similar to what rosemary does. So rosemary is essentially a natural vasodilator. That's why so many people see really good results when trying to grow their hair using rosemary, because when it's applied to the scalp, the molecules in rosemary, which is an essential oil, they're so tiny that they have the ability to penetrate through the layers of the scalp and cause that vasodilation, which allows blood flow to increase to the scalp and for you to see hair growth. Now, the issue with minoxidil is that the hair growth is not limited to the scalp. right? You literally begin to see hair growth everywhere. I have a friend, she's so funny, she won't mind me saying, but when she was using minoxidil, she literally told me that it was a hot summer's day and she was walking down the street and it was nice, it was sunny, but then all of a sudden she thought that there was like an ant crawling on her leg. So she began scratching her leg, but there was no ant. It was literally the wind rustling through the hairs on her legs. I think I've used the right word, right? So the wind was blowing and the hairs on her leg were moving. The hairs that she didn't have before, but she now had due to using minoxidil, right? And she mistook it for ants crawling on her legs. And so that's just one of the things that you need to be aware of if you're going to use minoxidil. Yes, you will see your hair grow, but it's going to be literally growing everywhere. And to be honest, that's least of the most serious side effects. There are more serious side effects to taking minoxidil, right? Minoxidil can actually cause issues with your heart. So it can begin to cause heart palpitations. It can cause anxiety. It can begin to have an effect on your mood. And it can also cause irritation. And as I mentioned before, it's a lifelong commitment. So if you start using minoxidil, right, the moment you stop, all of that hair that you have been enjoying is literally going to disappear. It doesn't stay loyal. And so, like I said, I can't remember if I said it in this video, if I've said it in a previous video, but minoxidil is literally like a plaster, right? And it doesn't actually address the root cause of hair loss. So what you want to do is before you actually decide to pick up that minoxidil and start using it, you want to make sure you're very aware of the side effects, of the commitment that it requires. But more than that, you want to make sure you're aware of what is causing your hair loss, because it's not in all cases that minoxidil actually works, right? If you're experiencing hair loss due to inflammation, or if it's due to a nutritional deficiency and you haven't addressed that nutritional deficiency, then in some cases, minoxidil might not work for you, right? If your hair loss is due to inflammation, right? In some cases, minoxidil might not work for you, and minoxidil can actually cause irritation and inflammation for some, so it will actually exacerbate the situation. If your hair loss is due to hormonal imbalances, you are not actually addressing the hormonal imbalance. And again, minoxidil, it might not be as effective for you as it is for some. So knowledge is key. Knowledge is key, and understanding why you are losing your hair helps you to better address how you can restore it. And if this is something that you would like help with, if you would like guidance from a professional, if you would like the help of a certified trichologist, if you want a clear action plan that will help you to finally achieve phenomenal hair, and if you want to do that with the support of women who are also on that same journey, who help to keep you accountable, who help to keep you consistent, then click the link in the description and you can join my Strand Salvation Bootcamp, where I do just that. I will coach you. I will hold your hand month by month. I will give you the advice that you need in order to truly achieve phenomenal hair. And for more insights, you can watch my complimentary training, which is also in the description below. It's incredibly valuable, and you will walk away with knowledge and understanding of what you need to do to achieve phenomenal hair and become the most phenomenal version of yourself. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, because I'm coming out every week sharing with you what nobody is talking about, what the hair industry is not telling you. I am giving you all that you need to truly, once and for all, stop hair loss, attain hair growth, and maintain hair health.